Good afternoon everyone, welcome back to my channel and to episode 14 of Rising with Rice, this college football 26 promotion and relegation universe. So we started the year 1-2, losing at home to Boise, at Wyoming and winning at home to SMU. But after that, we've gone on a bit of a tear. I mean, we did lose to Western Kentucky 48-37, but we are now 6-3. We are 4-2 in the conference, which is the main thing, which means we are currently third in the MAC. Let's have a look how them standings actually look. So as you can see, we are third. We are tied third though with Utah State and Temple, and Liberty and Colorado State will currently, as it stands, be playing in the conference championship game. We have to make sure we are in that, and a big way of making sure that happens is us beating Miami University Redhawks, who are 77 overall, 81 offense, 71 defense. So this matchup is going to be key, their offense versus our defense. That's going to be the one to look out for. But yes, after a torrid start, we are currently doing pretty well in the MAC. What isn't going well though is currently we are in week 11 and we only have one recruit who has committed to us. It's not going the way I thought it would be, this recruiting cycle. We've lost out on many players. So yes, we need to get better. I'm not going to show you it. Obviously, it's nice to be here, leave it as a nice surprise come the end of the year, looking at all of our recruits. But yes, it could be a lot better. Let's get into this massive game against Miami, Ohio, and beat them. This is also a pretty important game as we do have 4 visits for this home game against Miami. And we are currently losing 2 of them at the minute, these recruiting battles. So a win here is doubly important. Not only is it good for our chances of making them MAC championship game, also about hopefully getting in some more recruits. Like I said just a minute ago, we only have 1 recruit currently and it is week 11. It's not good enough. So in this crucial game, Miami are starting with the ball. Can one of us, I thought that was going to be intercepted. Lucky for them, I was going to say, can one of us get an early stamp on this game? And I thought we were going to have that with an early interception on the first play of the game. But Miami get lucky and they continue to move the ball well with that second play of the game. 2nd and 2. Fresh set of downs early on. This Miami offense, which is far better than their defense, are having a good little run so far, even though it's only the first 3 plays of the game. But there we go. David Ezigbo comes in with the first sack, sucking all the momentum away from Miami. They lose 8 on that play thanks to the big sack. 2nd and 18 for Miami. Can we get more pressure to the QB? He has plenty of time. It's just he's going to step up and have a run, but only gain a single yard. 3rd and 17. Let's not let them convert here, as we do get to him again, taking him down yet again. 2 sacks on this drive. We are happy. So after getting the ball back pretty quickly, what can we do? That's what we can do. A brilliant 15-yard rush by Tremaine Khaled to begin with. If we can have more of that all game, I will be a very happy man. I thought that was going to be a TFL, and Dante Sims gets away for 9 yards. That looked like he was going to be taken down early, but he is a big man. He barrels through for 9-yard gain. Max Holley under pressure, fumbles the ball, but we somehow get it. I don't know how Miami weren't able to grab that, but we get that for a loss of 15. But more importantly, Miami don't get the ball in excellent position. We get another bite at the cherry, although it is a pretty big one. We're far away. 3rd and 16. Holley with the big ball downfield. There is a flag on the play, probably going to be holding. It is on answer, so yes, that will be a holding penalty. Miami have the ball back. Are they going to be able to conjure up anything this drive? The QB has to do a quick release. He was about to get barreled into the ground. 2nd and 10. We were going to get some pressure to him. The offensive line was about to break down. He does get the ball out, but only to 2 yards for their receiver, leaving them a 3rd and 8. Can we get a 3 and out? He does lob the ball downfield, did get hit, and that is picked. Things you love to see. Well done, boys. It was going to be our offense versus their... It was going to be our defense against their offense, and currently our defense is on top. Come on, boys. We get the ball back this time. Holly gets taken down on the first play. Sack of 5. Can we get back on track now after that opening play sack? No, we cannot. We suffer back-to-back sacks, giving us a 3rd and very long 3rd and 20 after our 3rd and 16 on the previous drive. Not a great start for our offense against a much weaker defense from Miami. Holly steps up and is unable to... Wait, David and Naddy with a brilliant catch there. Oh wow, I was not expecting that. Also not expecting a timeout to be used by Miami. Wow, that's very surprising play there, but I will take it. Quick throw to Sims, only gains a yard. I just can't get over that Naddy catch. That was sublime. 2nd and 9, we are in Miami territory. Can we do well with it? Ball to Naddy, but we're going to have another holding. Pushes us way back now to 2nd and 19. Holly with a quick screen pass to Ivy. Does have a block in front of him. Jukes out the defender and is able to stretch forward for 18 yards on the play, giving us a 3rd and 1. That was a brilliant screen play to get us back on track. Holly with a quick throw over the middle and is able to get it away. We keep the drive alive. Ball at Miami's 23-yard line. It's going to be a little fake to Khalid. Holly, with all the time in the world, is going to scramble himself. Despite plenty of tackles against him, he doesn't fumble the ball. 2nd and inches now. It's going to be a little play fake. Holly with the spin, and he gets away from the pocket, making up for his massive minus yards in being sacked whilst running. Still on minus 6 yards for the day, but he's making up for it. That was a fantastic pancake in front of Ivy. He jumps over the defender laid out on the floor, and we get a touchdown. We get the first points then of the game, and hopefully we can get the next points of the game as well and move forward to go 7 and 3 on the season. But there is still plenty of time left in this game for Miami to... How do they have their offensive lineman come up with the ball? I thought we were going to recover the ball there in excellent position as David Ezigbo gets 20 sacks in his career with the fumble. But one of their big boys, offensive linemen, is able to pick up the ball to make sure that we don't get it. In this night game, it is 3rd and 11, and we get to him yet again, our 4th sack, and we're only just in the 2nd quarter. Due to where they had to punt, we have some superb starting position. Holly with a quick ball out to number 10, Dante Sims, for a gain of 2. We got to capitalise here. Points have to be the target considering where we started. Holly with the ball downfield, 1-on-1, and Sims is unable to drag it in. He was under pressure, goes for the one-handed catch, unable to get it. So still leaves us on 3rd and 8 on their 38-yard line. Holly has time. Again, another ball downfield, and we're unable to get it to our tight end, Naddy. So we are going to try for 3. It's a bit of a long distance field goal. Is our kicker able to do it? No, he is not, giving Miami good starting position. It would have been nice to go 2 scores up there. That's not the case this time though, as a good 5-yard run for Miami gives them 2nd and 5. Approaching the halfway line. There'll be a pass this time. Out wide, and we do get a break up there, meaning it is 3rd and 5 for Miami. Can we make sure they don't get it? And they are able to convert and find themselves into our half. Come on. This is the storied matchup. Their good offense versus our good defense. And we come out on top on that play, losing 4 on that run, putting them behind the chains at 2nd and 14. We're going to try and get it up on the second play. He does get taken down. There is a flag on the play. That is going to be a holding call. Obviously, we are going to decline after that sack. 3rd and 20 now for Miami. Let's not let them convert. They do get the ball downfield only for 13 yards, which means they're kicking it. So our offense has struggled a little bit. Hopefully this drive we can put that to bed and have a long sustained drive. Only 2 yards though by Ivy on the opening run to the outside. That's a much better run straight up the middle. We get what we need with a 1st down. Ivy only has 17 yards so far. I would like to see him use a little bit more. We need to make sure our playing style doesn't dip below the required standard for rushing yards. And that ain't going to help with our backup running back getting injured and losing 2 on that pass. 6 minutes 18 left in the second quarter. We are 2nd and 12. Can we get some yards back? Yes, we can. Pass to Dante Sims for 8 yards, leaving us a 3rd and 4. Holly, the true freshman, what can you cook up for us? Maybe a run by Prince. No, it's going to be a pass over the middle. Can we get the 1st down? No. Oh, I thought that was going to be 4th and inches, but they do give it to us. I thought that ball was going to be punted away, but the line judge was very kind, and we do get the 1st down. But the play on 1st down is no good. A dropped catch under pressure means 2nd and 10. Ivy switches to the outside and can't find a lane. He loses a yard, potentially punting the ball to Miami unless we can come up with something good here on 3rd and 11. Little play, pump fake by Holly, throws the ball downfield, but it was never looking like it was going to be taken. Getting to the receiver, we are punting. 4 minutes 7 seconds left in this first half. It'd be good to hold Miami to 0 points here, and that is a good first play. Ball swatted down. 2nd and 10, throwing the ball out wide to their running back, who gets forward for 6 yards. Let's hold them here. We want the ball back. We want to try and put more points on the board before the half ends. Miami need 4 yards. QB's got all the time in the world. Steps up in the pocket, lobs the ball, and it is caught for a nice little gain of about 20 yards for their receiver. Their quarterback had all the time in the world there. Their offensive line was holding up against our defensive line, enabled them to get the 1st down. Passing complete there. It looks like the receiver had brought it in, but evidently not. He dropped the ball. So it's 2nd and 10 for Miami. Tried an RPO, didn't really work out. They lose 2, giving them a 3rd and 12. We do get pressure into the quarterback's face, but he gets the ball downfield. 1-on-1 situation, and our corner is good enough to make sure their receiver doesn't get the ball. They are punting to us. 2:04 in the second quarter. We do have a 2-minute timeout, which is going to be used now. We lost a yard on that rushing play. We need to get better with our rushes as Holly does evade a charging defender. That's not good enough. He loses 2 on his little scrambling play, giving us a 3rd and 12. Come on, boys, this is terrible. Pass out wide to Ivy. Does have a spin move. Unable to do much else with it, though. This has been quite the underwhelming game from both teams. It's been quite boring. A little deft lob over the middle from their QB, and they do get quite far into our half now. At our 36-yard line, so they're already in field goal range from that one play. We need a sack or 2 here to push them back. They do have 0 timeouts, though, which is going to work in our favour. The QB does have to scramble, and we do get him down. It is our 6th sack of this first half. Loss of 9. They are at our 45-yard line. They are out of field goal range as it stands. We got what we wanted and needed. Their QB throws the ball. Their wide receiver is unable to come down with it. So as it stands, if they don't convert here, they may be punting. They might get into field goal range, but currently they are out of field goal range. Empty backfield for the QB. Quick pass out wide. Only for a gain of 5. They are going to attempt the field goal. It is rather long. We missed the field goal earlier. Are Miami going to miss their long one? It looks like it's going to be roughly the same range. It is up, and their kicker gets it. So we do start with the ball in the second half. Can our offense actually spark some life into this game? The opening play, the answer is no, as Ivy gets tackled for no gain, no loss. 2nd and 10. There we go. Holly with the ball over the middle to our tight end Naddy. Put us all the way onto the halfway line. We're running a hurry-up offense for some reason. I do not know why, but that's what we needed. Just something to give the fans a cheer for at home. Ivy follows up with a 12-yard run. Where's this been all game? This is what we needed. It's what we want to see. Empty backfield now for Holly. And a bullet to Dante Sims, who is up to 31 yards on the day. He is a guy that I want to see have the ball often. He does have that star dev trait, so all these yards he gets, all these catches and touchdowns that are going to make him an even better player. Although, as you saw from last episode, his skill caps they're not, too amazing. We can make him still quite a bit of a better player, but yeah, he's capped a little bit in what he can be. But his star dev trait is always going to be good for them extra skill points. As we are looking at a 1st and 10. Flag on the play, though. That is going to be holding on Rashad Boykins, our tackle. So a 1st and 20 now on Miami's 38-yard line. And it's going to get even worse for us. A sack of 7. It's leaving us with a 2nd and 27 and out of field goal range now on Miami's 45-yard line. A very good start to this half, and then all of this has happened. We were definitely in field goal range. We were looking good potentially for even just marching on and getting a touchdown, but now we are in the punt zone. 3rd and 27. Looked like it was going to be a toss play, but Holly's just scrambling around and gets the ball away, but horrendous end to that opening drive. A decent punt means Miami are going to be starting on their 12-yard line. It is going to be a run, and we are able to diagnose what it was going to be. We don't get a TFL, but they don't get a gain. 2nd and 10. Stadium pulse is starting to get up there now. We need the fans to be noisy. We need them to get behind our boys. Everyone loves to be a Rice Owl. Let's prove it now. Big 3rd down here. 3rd and 5. Let's get to the QBs, pressure him. Not enough. He's able to connect to his receiver. And they get to the 25-yard line. Gives them a little bit less pressure now. They do have time. As their quarterback is forced to throw the ball to their running back for a loss of 4. He was about to get pile drive by about 3 of our guys. He has to scramble to get away and has to launch the ball. He was going to get taken down for a big loss there. We're getting pressure to him now. This is what I want to see. 3rd and 14. Can we get the 3rd pressures in a row? Yes, we can. The QB gets the ball out though. However, only for a gain of 8. They have to punt. These games we've watched so far, they've not been good for this season, have they? Hardly any offensive action, whereas the games I've simmed, well, obviously because they were worse teams, they have been full of action. So whilst we actually are rated as a good team, we're not that good. However, that was a very good catch by Mike Story, jumping up and coming down with the ball, making sure we get a fresh set of downs. 4 minutes remain in the 3rd quarter. It's going to be a run by Khalid. Gets 1 good block. Unable to do much else though. Only gaining 5. It's going to be a quick pass to the outside to our tight end Naddy. Only for a gain of 3. Leaving us a 3rd and 2. We are into Miami territory though. If we can get the 2 yards required here, that would be good. And yes, we can. That is Khalid with the carry yet again. Some points here would be very nice. We want to give ourselves a little safety blanket. If we can get even just a field goal, it means if Miami go and get a touchdown the next drive, we are going to be level. I'd hate to be trailing here. Prince Ivy gets the ball to the outside and he does break free of the first defender, but still doesn't gain anything. 3rd and 10. Probably just outside field goal range. We'll be punting here, I'd imagine, if we can't gain anything. Holly with the ball downfield, and that is a fantastic... Oh, he's dropped it! Oh, come on, dude. You've got to be doing better than that. Another brilliant punt, though, means they are starting on their 5-yard line, and they break free immediately. 11 yards on that first passing play. I thought we could get pressure, maybe even secure, get safety going. But that's not the case, as they, in 2 plays, get 21 yards. They're looking at 2nd and inches. They do run, and we are able to blow this up, though, pushing them back. Now into the final quarter. 3rd and 2 for Miami. Their quarterback has got time, and there is a completely open guy. And they get forward for a gain of about 7 or 8. Meaning they are on their 35-yard line with a fresh set of downs. We need our defence to come up big and make sure they do not score any points. As the QB is forced to throw the ball, he throws the interception because he had a defender about to throw him to the ground. We force an error and we get the ball. Come on, boys. Right, points are a must now. Starting on their 41-yard line, we have to make sure we put more of a cushion between us and Miami. Our offense has to repay our defense for what they've just done. Get a 3-yard run to open the drive. But we go back, losing 8 on the sack. It's very hard to watch this team sometimes. Screen play to Khalid. He does duke out one defender, tries a spin move. Unable to do anything else though. He does get forward for 6. We are taking a long field goal. Come on, do not miss this. We need the security. We don't want Miami starting in excellent field position, and we are able to get it. Very, very nice. High defense. It is me. I'm asking you for another massive performance here. Maybe it doesn't have to be an interception, you know, just a good showing. Force them to a 3 and out. They do get 5 on that opening play. Oh, we have to be doing a better tackle job there. They do gain 2 to leave them with a 3rd and 3. But he should have been taken down that first attempt. And the QB gets a nice throw to the outside to their number 17, extending the drive. 7.5 minutes remain. Miami do trail by 7. Oh, that is a soft little throw to the running back. And we are all over him, ensuring they lose 4 on that play. That's not a play they're probably going to call again. That wasn't very good. Here's another screen play. They gain 3. Let's blitz the QB here on 3rd and 11. It is going to be a running play. It was a draw. It didn't work too well. They gain 7, but they have to punt the ball. A booming punt by their guy means we are starting on our 12. Can we drain some clock? Can we do something? Not too much there. Ivy loses 3 on that opening run. Let's not go 3 and out, but the chances are massively raised by that. And a flag. That's going to be not on us. Wow, I thought that was going to be holding. However, it is a flag for us offside on one of their corners. Gives us a 2nd and 8. That's much more manageable. 5 minutes remain. Can we grind out a win against this good Miami team? That's not going to help with Holly going down, losing 5 on the sack. Miami are looking like getting the ball back. What can our offensive coordinator cook up? Not much, as Holly's protection breaks down. He gets sacked yet again. We're going to be punting from our 2-yard line. That's not good news. Miami starting on our 42-yard line. They have all 3 timeouts, 3:41 remain. It's got to be 4th down territory for them, nearly. They trail by 7. 4 yards on that opening passing play. Just over 3 minutes remain. Can we get pressure to QB, force him to throw another interception? The wide receiver can't come down with the ball. He was contested. So the equation is 3rd and 6. And that is picked off. That is wonderful. For the 3rd time this game, our defense comes up big and saves us. We start at the 29-yard line. Holly with a quick throw over the middle. Miami are using their timeouts now. They have to do something, and that's what they think is the best play to do. Calling their timeouts. 2 minutes 52 remain. It's going to be a run by Khaled. Gets forward for 3. Injury timeout for Miami. Come on, boys. A 1st down here is crucial. We need it. Here's a run play, and they are able to stop it. Miami, their dreams were answered. Or prayers, I should say. They get the ball back straight away, forcing a 3 and out for us. The 2-minute warning is about to be upon us. Are they going to get a playoff before it? Probably not. No. They need a touchdown. 4th down territory wherever they are in the field. However, they don't need it this time. They do get the 1st down up to their 37. They have 1 timeout remaining, 1:47 left. Plenty of time for them to get down the field and score a touchdown. But we are not going to let that happen. Well, we're definitely going to try and not let that happen, because obviously it could happen. They have a very good offense. But I trust my defense to be stout, as they have been for so many years for us. Coming up big with a sack on 1st down. A loss of 9. Another one like that, and I'll be very happy. He does have to scramble, because we were giving pressure to him. He only scrambles for 2 yards though. 3rd and 17, just over a minute left. And they have a wide open guy. What? That was terrible coverage by us there. That's going to give Miami plenty of hope. They move up to our 32-yard line. Just under a minute left. Still have a timeout. That was blown coverage. Our defensive coordinator needs to explain it there in the next film session. What was going on? What was that play call he decided to bring? 7 on first down. They're going to spike it here, I imagine. They did spike it. 3rd and 3 gives them a bit of time to work out what they're going to call on this crucial 3rd down. Send the running back in motion. We do have a guy on him though. QB has scanning the field. Step up and scramble. He's got loads of room. Who's there? 19-yard scramble. That was ridiculous. It's okay though. He's going to throw the ball out wide. Can we get an interception on that? Oh, come on. You've got to be doing better than that. You were basically uncontested as well. Oh, that's awful. 2nd and goal. QB is going to keep hit. And that is broken up. Oof, I thought that was going to be a passing touchdown. 3rd and goal. I imagine it's going to be another pass. It is indeed. Can we get to QB? We take the QB down with our 8th sack of the game. This is it. This is the play of the game. If they convert here, we go to overtime. If we don't convert, the game is over. The game is over. Why are we not kneeling? Why are we just not kneeling the ball here? Well, that's going to be it anyway. We get an important win, not only for the conference championships race, but also for, so we did have 4 visits. Let's look at the stats. It was a very drab game. It's really, was quite terrible to watch. 139 yards passing by Max Holly, 0 touchdowns, 0 ints. Running game, not even better. 39 yards for Ivy, 35 for Callie, with Holly losing 26 and Lamar losing 7. Receiving wise, only 31 for Sims, 55 for Natty. I mean, just look at it. It was awful. Total offense, 184. Ridiculous. Moving on to the defensive side of the ball. Double-digit tackles for Dominique Travis. We have 5 TFLs for Adam Sokol, 4 for Zigbo. A few sacks though. We had 8 in total in the game, and Zigbo had 2.5, 1.5 for Israel, 1.5 for Sokol, 1.5 for Tobias RU, and 1 for McWilliams. And 3 ints, JP Babcock, Patrick Farrow, and Joaquin Pilares. So after beating Miami, as you can see beneath them, we won our final 2 games against Utah State and Temple, putting up 83 points, but also conceding 69. Nice. So not amazing, but we do finish with a 9-3 record and 7-2 in the conference. Is that enough to get into the conference championship game? It's just been ruined for you there if you saw it, but yes, we finished top of the conference, 7-2 with Colorado State, meaning that is the team we are going to face in the MAC championships. And can we be the first team in this entire college football league to get 3 promotions in a row? That's going to be for next episode. However, we're going to have a quick look at the stats now to see how we performed over the year. So in the regular season, Max Holly finished with 3,638 yards, 27 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. For a true freshman rookie, that is outstanding. What a brilliant start of his college career for Max Holly. Now, I was in the lead for this 5-star gem pocket passer with like 93 throw power. All the accuracies were in the 80s until the second to last week of the regular season. Clemson got forward and took him from us. He was going to be our starting QB next year, but yeah, Max Holly has probably done enough to make sure he starts next season as our starting QB, unless there's someone awesome in the transfer window. Phil Ivey doesn't break the 1,000 yards rushing, 920. He finishes on with 17 touchdowns. Khaled, 463 yards and 5 touchdowns. He is going to be our starting running back next year. and Holly pitched in with 40 yards and a touchdown. He obviously lost quite a few yards due to being sacked and stuff, but to finish positive, I guess, is alright. Receiving wise, we do have a 1,000-yard receiver in Dante Sims, our number one guy. 1,043 with 5 touchdowns. Mike Story, who was our slot wide receiver, finishes with 12 touchdowns with 918 yards. A bit of a fall off to Dion Gums, 612 and 4. Nadi, our tight end, 535 and 4. And Larry Hussein, 207 and 2. Over onto the defence, our leading tackler on the year was Dominic Travis, our corner, with 70 tackles. TFL's Denzel Israel, our senior defensive tackle, finished with 19 TFLs. That's a far clear of our next person, Adam Sokol, who only had 10. Sacks, Israel was the most with 7.5, with Stephen McWilliams, another DT, with 3.5. And as you can see, we spread the sacks out quite around, which is nice. And the interceptions on the year, leading the way was Patrick Farrow, our strong safety. JP Babcock with 3 interceptions, 2 for Bakhtiari, 2 for Polares, and a couple of 1s. So on the year, we were the least flagged team, which is good to know. Leading the way in the country with only 51 flags. And defensively, we were the 12th best defence in the country, which is brilliant. However, take into account we were playing some poor teams overall. And our offence, well, it wasn't in the top bit. I'm not going to scroll down all the way, but yeah, as you can see, our offence was very, considering against the rest of the country, not that great. Very much middle of the road. Well, that's going to be the end of this episode. Next episode, we have the conference championship against Colorado State, and after that, more than likely will be a bowl game as well. So 2 games next episode. Until then, goodbye.